Good morning, friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Side Gig Crafts. Guys, we're working on our paperback journal today, and this is an open collaboration for everyone who wants to participate. It is hosted by Karamia and by BB, and we are making a junk journal, as you may have guessed, out of paper bags. And we are following prompts each day of the month here in September. And this week, every Sunday, we post the final what we did for the week to follow those prompts. And I'm here to do that with you today. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving some stuff out of the way a little bit. Things that I know I don't need at the moment, just to get them out of the way. So today we are going to be following, and I haven't done mine through the week because I've been so busy. We're going to be following stencil is number 15, 16 is stamp and color, die cut is number 17, 18 is page extension, 19 is poem, and 20 is shabby chic. Now that's quite a combo, especially the shabby chic. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet because, as you can see, my book is far from shabby chic. But I think that that is an element we could probably add in here somehow. So we're going to be working, first I want to do the page extensions because I think that's going to be the easiest part to be done with, and it'll actually give me a little bit more surface area to work with. So we're going to do that. And you know what? I think this could qualify as shabby chic. We could use this in here somehow, or part of it in here. So I think I'm going to keep that on hand, because it goes very well. And my journal, I have decided to use a sewing theme. You can use any theme that you want to, and I've got all of the prompts in the description box from day 1 through this week, and I've been doing that in each one. I've got a playlist going on, so if you want to see the other videos, you can do that. There's also many other creators who are also playing along, so I encourage you to check them out. I myself am having a giveaway. When this is done, I will be giving away this journal to one lucky subscriber and who has followed the instructions to answer the question in every single video. Now, you guys, I did realize that last week I forgot to give you a question. So that's a free week. Everybody gets credit. Everybody that commented on last week's video is going to get credit for answering the question because I forgot to ask one. So make sure you go back and watch all the videos and comment, answer the questions if there is one. You'll get a freebie for last week, but at the end of it, somebody will get to this sent to them. But it is, I do have to make sure I say that it is US only because of shipping costs. That is a bit limiting. So it will have to stay in the United States. So sorry, guys that are overseas, or guys and gals that are overseas. I apologize, but I'm sure you understand. So this is going to be my page extension. This is just a piece of the instructions from the pattern, and I'm going to attach this. Now I need to figure out how and where I want to attach it. Now I don't think I want to do it on that side though. I think I want it to go across this way. See, if I open it up this way, then it'll lay across the journal and have solid writing, solid space to write on. I do like it. I could also reinforce this and make it into as another pocket. Is there a pocket on here? No. Stamp color? No. I think I am going to back it. I really like this number on the front, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to back it and then make a pocket out of it, but then this will open up and so that it can be used for other things. So let's do that to start. Let's pick a fun, I'm going to need something a little more solid than copy paper because I think all of this is copy paper. Am I right? Am I right? I don't know. I have all the pieces. I've been just putting all the things in here that I wanted to use in the book and setting them aside so that I would have them to use later. So these are all copy paper. So let's find something a little sturdier that we can put in behind here. I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna come right back and we're gonna get moving on it. Well, that actually helped me. So I found some papers in my scrap box. Now these aren't scraps, but somehow they got there. So I'm thinking they're fair game as scraps. I also found a poem sitting on the top and we need a poem today. So that worked out. I think I had found that and had planned to do that. So I'm glad I found it again, if that's the case. I think I'm going to use this behind here. I think what I'd like to do is just cut this right along. Ouch, that was sharp. Yep, that was the cutting blade that I just ran across my finger. So I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I hope that you're spending some time with family and loved ones. It's been a pretty hectic week for me and many. And I hope that you are just taking a deep breath today. And I think I cut that too short. And just loving on each other, because we need more of that in this world. Today I am going to be at Michael's. I am actually, oh shoot, I still made it too wide. I really seriously thought about canceling, and I thought, you know what, I really need to do this for myself, for my anxiety. It's been a very anxious week. I still did not hear from that job to see if I got it or not. And I know that they were still doing interviews on Friday and they're closed for the weekend, so it makes sense that I might not hear anything until next week. But it's driving me nuts, you guys. It's just driving me crazy, and I'm in a foul mood. I'm trying to behave myself, but I'm in a foul mood. I haven't been crafting as much as I should because it really helps me with that. And yeah. So anyway, maybe I'll hear something this week. Maybe it could happen, or maybe they just don't want me and, you know, chose somebody else and they're just not going to tell me. I don't know. It just seems like they would have by now, you know. So I've kind of pretty much got my feelers on that it probably wasn't going to be me, which kind of stinks, but you know, if it's meant to be, it will. I do believe in that. And if it's not meant to be, then I hope that it doesn't happen. So I just have to have faith, right? Just remind me that. Remind myself. Okay, so that's what I wanted there. So I'm making, okay. Oh, I got to keep my number because it's going to be back there. Okay, that works. And this will open up this way. So this pocket is going, get off of there. I'll need you again in a minute. Let's open up this glue bottle because I need to glue my pocket down just around the outsides. The house is coming along though, you guys. My cabinets are in. They're beautiful. Got a problem. Got a leaky sink underneath the, well, they haven't actually attached the sink yet, so the water's turned off, but it's dripping really bad. I had to put a crock pot under there because the plumber apparently is out of town over the weekend, so he can't come fix it. And I was like, yeah, that's going under my brand new floor, and this is not gonna be okay. So something's got to give, guys. You're gonna have to come fix that. So hopefully they'll come out Monday and get that fixed. Hopefully my crock pot is big enough to collect all the water that's coming out. He said, well, the water should be shut off. Oh, it is, but it's still dripping out of the thing. It's shut off for sure. And I tried turning the knob and it doesn't do anything. And I'm nervous to mess with it because when I had work done before, the knob actually fell off in somebody's hand, and it was a bigger fix than it originally was needed. So I'm hesitant to do that because I don't want to break it and then they say, oh, we're not going to fix that, you broke it. So I want them to take that risk, not me. Besides, I'm not a plumber. I'm not qualified. So yeah, there we go. They're getting paid to fix that stuff. I'm not. Okay, so there we go. We've got a pocket here now. And we've got this page extender. It can go out this way or it can go this way. I don't know if that's what that was meant by page extender, but that's what I'm using. That's what I'm going to call it. And then something like this could be, ooh, I like that. Even though that's a pocket. Is that where I want it? I was thinking I could make a tab out of it, but it's gonna be a pocket, so that's not gonna make sense in the whole creativity. Let's see. Let's put a notch right here though, because that shows that it's a pocket. A pocket isn't one of our fonts, but you know, we're making a book. Okay. So where's my list? Let's mark off. We've got page extender done. Where'd my pen go? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me a pen. When I said that just now, my whole brain went, give me a beat. You guys remember that song? Is that Janet Jackson? I think it is. Give me a beat. Okay, we don't have to mark it off. It's okay. I've got a brain. I know what I did. Okay. And then we need stencil, stamp, and color. I feel like it might be kind of fun to put some stencil on this itself. Should we do that? Should we use some brown, like brown florals? We use the florals elsewhere in the book, so it could be kind of fun to bring them in here too. Maybe I could use. Well, let's just use this. Oh, I wonder if I have. Do you guys remember a while back I got that crafty haul from that lady that was, and I got all those rubber stamps. I wonder if there's any sewing ones in there. I bet there are. I'm going to look through there because it says stamp and color, which means I need to stamp something and then color it. And I'm thinking if she's got a sewing theme, something in there, I should say because it's my things now. I could use that. And I don't remember those very often, and it would be nice to be able to put them to use. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. And then should I do some more over here? We'll just kind of do a few. I don't need to do it on every page, but I've got some stampy or some die cuts that are sewing themed as well, that I could pull something like that in here. I think I have some scissors and thread and things like that. Yeah, I think that's enough of that for now. So we've got stencil done. We've got page extension. We could work on this poem. Now I'm thinking this poem should probably be, oh, you know what? We could put it in this pocket that we created. That would work. And well, that would work nicely. Maybe I could stamp on there, because it is white paper. Let me see if, okay, I can cut this way down. Not way down, but way down. And maybe here. Is that too big? Yeah, it's still too big this way, which is fine. We'll just go there. kind of glad to use this poem because it's been in my stash for a while, and every time I just pass right by it. So we could put that in there. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I should stencil there too. Okay, hang on. Just to make this not so dull. Just this one. Just right here. Oops, and I moved it. There we go. That's good. Okay. Put that there, put that there, just so I can find them again. So we've got our poem. We've got scraps. I'm trying to use up scraps, not make more. Okay. Kiss me pretty, love is in the air. Da, 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 da. Has nothing to do with sewing, but it's a poem. So we're going to make it pretty. How can we make it pretty? I think that I'm going to go look at my stamps, and I will see if I've got some sewing stuff. Be right back. All right, I found a few things we can use. I found this lacy stamp, which could be considered shabby chic-ish too, right? We could use this on a border. I found sunflowers, which would be perfect in a fall sewing journal. Well, I mean, it's fall. We could use it. Oh, we could use this on here because kiss me pretty, love is in the air. That would be nice. I found a vintage postcard. She's sewing on a sewing machine. It's actually an ad. And then this one also is a sewing theme. Thought these would be fun to use in here. So I've got those set aside. I found some die cuts, some fall die cuts in that stash. I thought those would be fun to use in there. And then I found this rubber stamp too, which is a fabric linen kind of look. So I thought I could use a combination of these for different things. So I think I'm going to start with the poem card first. We're going to set this aside because I'm going to need a flat surface. And I think that I would like to use this with, I think I'd just like to use it on here. I don't need the words today, but maybe just here, just lightly in the background, we could just color it with pencils. I think that might be nice. Or I could even take the smaller one. There goes my scissors, and put that there. Would be nice too. I think I like the bigger. Even though it's going to go over the words, I think I like the idea of that one a little bit better. It covers more, it's a little bit more decorative, and we can always add more to it. But I think that would be a really good start. So let's do that. And then I think I want to do, I don't think I want to do black. I think I would like to do scorched timber. Oh, I have a StazOn, and then if I wanted to use a wet color, I could do this one. Because this is a permanent brown. It's timber brown. It's going to be very similar, I think, to the scorched timber brown. It should be similar, but this is a StazOn, so this is a permanent ink. And I'm just going this way because I don't use this color very often, and I want to make sure it gets stamped up real good. Got one shot at it. I guess I could use my stamping platform, but I don't think I'm going to. I think what I get is what I get. We're doing a rustic feel anyway, so it's okay if it's not perfect. I do want it to be nice though. So let's go just like this, and it can go off the paper for me. And we'll just make sure that that sinks in there. Now this is not, this is, it's a cardstock, but it's not, it's got, you can see it's got texture in it, so it's not going to be perfect, pristine, solid color lines, and that is fine. I think I'd like to use my Tim Holtz color pencils. Well, I say color pencils, my watercolor pencils. Because there are some beautiful colors in here, including this one, which is what I'm gravitating towards. And we can even see how this would look if I wet it, because I've got some scrap paper here, so we can try it on there first before I do it on here. I don't want to ruin it, so we'll try it. So let's color it in, see how it goes, see if we want to color it or paint it. We're just going to start with a light color, and then we'll just get darker if we need to, which we probably will. I'm not trying to fill in all the gaps, especially if we wet it. I won't need to, the color will move. And I don't want to take away from the words either, so this is just to enhance and make that pretty. So this rubber stamp was not in that haul. This was from my own collection, but I did purchase it from somebody at some point because it wasn't new. I don't remember where I got it. There we go. I have been a little more focused on other things lately. I haven't been purchasing craft supplies lately. This room is so full. It's almost difficult to come into lately. It's just a little overwhelming at the moment. It's me psychologically. It's not actually the room, but so I haven't been purchasing craft supplies lately. Let's see what it looks like if, let's see if any of this ink stays on here. No, and that's fine. I want to see how it does off this paper and the pencil. Oh, I forgot this pen doesn't work very well. I couldn't get it to work the other day anyway. I had to actually pour. And I don't know why. I think there must be something. Maybe there's a seal or something that I haven't broken. I don't know why this pen isn't working the way I feel it should. I didn't mean to do that either. But that's okay. Ooh, maybe we don't want it all over the desk. We'll just put that there. There. Let's see how that goes on this paper. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow, it really brightens it up. Okay, we're doing that. Okay. I don't need tons of it. But we'll just dab it in spots. Maybe not the whole petal. I'm just using it kind of as like a highlighter, I guess. People will look at it and say, did she paint it or did she color it? I don't know. I can't tell. Brilliant, brilliant. I'm just kidding. It's called mixed media. It's been fun to use these prompts to, just kind of spark some creativity. Something a little different than usual. And I love that so many people are joining in. It's so good. It's so great. Okay, and then I'm going to want some more of that, but I'm going to want a different color. So I think I'd like to add a little bit of like this color in here. And I think I just want to go this way. I'm kind of disappointed. I actually dumped my my watercolor bowl this morning. It had all the water in it, and now I wish I hadn't, because I could have used that. Put some of that underneath. use these nearly as much as I should, do I? Ooh, that's a little bit more than I intended. We'll just pull some of that back. That's better. There we got some of that fall richness in there. That's really pretty. And then I really want to put, this sounds crazy, but hear me out. I want to put some of this green up in these parts. I think I need a little more water. Water. Just a little bit this time, if I can. Watch it come gushing. Nope, we did good. Okay. Just a little bit of this green up here in the top. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if that's working. I can't really tell. Oh yeah, it is. And I think that's probably part of the idea, is to have a little bit of subtle color. I didn't really want it to stand out as green. I just wanted it to be subtly different towards the ends, where it might catch the sun a little bit different. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, now another thing I want to do, I want to go ahead and blend this green into the base as kind of a foundation color. And then we're going to go back in with some browns, and then I'm going to put this down here as well, the stem. Okay. Then I want, we're going to use this green, I think, to just kind of go in here. I'm going to put some of that around here too, just a bit. Okay, and then we're going to go to the, what do I have for brown? This one. I suppose I have this too. Is this kind of a brown? This is kind of a brown. I think I can go around this way. And then I can go into the middle with this kind of brown. And then I think I can take this again and kind of use that to get that tone. There. How'd we do? Is that okay? I'm gonna put that aside. So we did our coloring and our stamping. We could even put, I'm wondering if I could put this kind of right here. We'll put this in the actual book too, but I think it might be nice just right here, just a little bit. meh. It's okay. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but that's okay too. It'll work. Now what I do want to do with this, we're going to round the corners. That would be my next step. Unless, of course, I can't. Because, of course, I've moved my things. Okay. Well, maybe we won't round the corners. Goodness. What else do I need to do to it? I need to ink it. I could rough up the corners, but I don't necessarily need to. Maybe we could even put some lace down the side. What do you guys think about that idea? Maybe we could put something like that there. I feel like that kind of brings it together. What about this one? Oh, I like that better. It covers most of that lace, but that's okay because I didn't really care for it. I like that. We're doing it. Okay. Let's do that. Look at that. And we'll turn on the glue gun. Get these rounded. And then let's go ahead and put this up while we're waiting for that to warm up. Do you guys keep your rubber stamps in the packages or do you put them in something else? I have a hard time with the packages because like even with this one, they tear so easily. I try to put them in the other envelopes, but sometimes I don't know where those are. Yeah, I need to get a better system. I already know this. Okay, so there's that. Let's set that aside for later. Is this hot yet? Not quite. I wonder if I could put... No, those don't work there. That'll be pretty. I need another glue stick, aren't I? You guys, my cat, Cash, you haven't heard from her lately, but she's actually in here right now. Cashy, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, what are you doing? She's decided that her new place to sleep is behind the sewing machine. Like literally on the table behind the sewing machine, and she's pushing my projects to the floor. She's been pretty quiet lately, but she's here and she's doing just fine. It's been pretty hot this summer, so especially with the, the construction and everything, she hasn't really wanted pets or anything. She comes out to eat and she goes back to sleep because it's hot. Smart girl. All right. Come on. These are the wrong scissors. Totally wrong scissors. I saw my silver ones. Where did I see them? Probably in the living room. I've been putting up God, my brain is not working today. Drawer liners, and I don't mind if this is frayed at the end. It's actually kind of cute, so I think we'll just leave that just like that. So let's put this back in the pocket. We don't need that now. Let's see how we're doing. There we go. This will go right here. Kiss me pretty. And then on the back of this, it's going to be, I mean, I left it blank because they could write on here. Should we ink that side? We could ink that side. All right, so that'll go there. And what's next on our list? We've gotten so much of it done. We did stencil, Stampin' Color, die cut. Die cut is the next thing. Okay, so I could do a couple things. I could use some of these, and I think I'd like to. Oh, now you can hear her. I saw, oh, I had a piece I wanted to put here. Where did it go? Look at this also, World's Finest in the World. I did die cut that. I had a piece of, what's it called? What's it called? See, my words. It's my words. That's the hidden journal spot. Some of these pages don't open smoothly. You'll see that. That's because I'm not finished. Okay. Well, should we do something with this? I've got the tin on the back side. This is actually aluminum tape, and then I sanded it and put some ink on it, which is kind of fun. And then another thing that you can do with this is, and I may not have my sandpaper in here, but I do. You can take it on this side and sand the edges, and then the silver will come up from under the paper and make it look like one of those tabs. It'll bring that silver up. Sometimes, not always, but usually. Or you can take a marker, if you have a silver marker, and go around the edge of it. A silver paint marker. I do somewhere, but I'm not going to go look for it because I don't need to. And then, okay, we can leave it that way. And then what can we do with that? That's a great question. We could put, I'm messing up this flower. I don't like to mess up the flower. I might have to go back and fix that later too. We could put an eyelet on that. I would put a silver one if it was me. Or maybe a copper one would be cute. How about whatever I can get out of there? Okay. Oh, we got this one. This one. Put it right there. And then we can use this as a dangle or tab, which I was supposed to put a dangle on here. Maybe maybe we can thread it on there. I'll just leave that for now. I'm going to probably put some beads with it and put it on a bulb pin. But I don't know that that's going to stay right now. Should we put one of these leaves on here? That could be our die cut. I was going to put I had a piece of Monopoly card that I was going to put on there. I think it was from like one of the, oh, I like that. That's very simple. We don't need to do much to it. I can ink it, make it not quite so flat looking. And then we'll just glue it. Why do I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, I think I only wrote down 6 of our things. One of the last ones that it was supposed to be number 7 is a hidden paper clip. I remember that because I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh, no, I don't like doing paper clips. But I could use one of these leaves or 2 of them and we can make hidden paper clips with those. Oops, this one is the texture on. I guess it doesn't. Come on. I'm going to get out my glue stick. Don't make me get out my glue stick. There you go. You're going to be replaced by glue stick if you're not careful. I got to think of things that I can work on when I go to Michael's today too. I've got several hours to just sit there, so I want to make sure I've got something fun to do. I'll be talking to people, but you know. All right, so we've got a leaf, because remember it's a fall, mine is a fall sewing journal. So I want hints of fall in here. Beautiful things. Ooh, we could put one of these postcards on here maybe. Look how cute she is. That'd be cute there. Or should I save her for something different? She'd also be cute just right there. I have this one right here, so I don't know that I want one that close. Maybe. Oh, that's cute though. I don't really want to cut her, but I might. Maybe I could just put her here. It looks like her dress, doesn't it? I could put her there. I think I'd like to go sew around both of these before I continue. And maybe we can shabby chic her up a little bit, because we got to do shabby chic too. Yeah, because we've already done stencils, stamp and color, die cut. I've used the leaf. Page extension, that was the first thing we did. Poem is in there. We need a shabby chic and hidden paper clip, so we're getting there. All right, so I went ahead and sewed around these. I did make them a little smaller, well, this one anyway. Just so I had more opportunity to put it somewhere in here, because it looked a little big. And I found my silver scissors. Yay! Grab my scissors. This one, I'm going to cut a little bit, but not too much. All right, that's good enough. And then I think I'd like to just put her here. Now, I was thinking about, remember how I was talking about this piece? to shabby chic, we could potentially I remember I did use this, didn't I? Oh, no, that wasn't this book. That was a different book, I guess. I thought I used it on here already, but I guess not. We'll put some of this behind her like that. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. And then, that's a die cut. I feel like I used these, but was that on something else? Oh yeah, it was in this other book, I think. That's okay. We'll use these. I think that's beautiful. Oh, but you know, I say that, but this is a page extension. You know what? I think it's okay. I think it'll be all right. I was thinking I don't want to make this lumpy. I don't want to make it lumpy. Do we want to do this somewhere else? I'm still going to put a photo or something here. I think I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. Of course, I could potentially... Oh, I'm going to glue it on there. I'm just sorry. I'm just going back and forth, huh? I'm just debating. It's like, but I could. I mean, we could do anything we want. So, there's not really a rule. Not really. We just got to use the prompts. That's the rule. And we've done that. So... guys, I'm so ready for it to be fall. It has been so hot. I think I'm just going to use regular glue on this part. It has been so hot. There we go. And I got ahead of the game and I bought sweatshirts for the fall and I want to wear them. I got my couch yesterday and put it together. I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed by my couch. I ordered it from Amazon. And it's more like a college student couch. It's not really what I wanted, but the price was right. It'll work. I've got 2 cats that are going to probably tear it up. So I really didn't want to go buy a really nice couch that they're going to tear up. So for the price that I paid for it, I'm like, okay, well, as long as it, you know, my cats are 13 years old, so they're not going to be around forever. I just keep thinking if I can make it last for a few years, then it's paid for itself, right? So I'm just going to go with that. So it'll work. It'll be fine. But I was a little disappointed. I was like, eh. It's not as big, comfy couch like they described it. Of course not. I should have known. All right, so we've got that on there. I'm happy with that. I'm considering this shabby chic. That's about, I mean, it's got to go with it. So I can't just do a page that's pinks and all that. It's my own version of shabby chic. We've still got our page extension. And there's that. So let's do something with this. I think we're on our, oh, still have to do hidden paper clips. I could make this into a hidden paper clip, couldn't I? I could. I totally could. Or I could turn one of these tags into a hidden paper clip. These are supposed to go in here too. Could turn one of these into one. This one I feel like is too tall. What do you know? I'd lose my corner rounder again. That's it. Just cut stuff up and then lose your corner rounder. So you can't fix it and finish it. Guys, I'm still debating if I want to go to Michael's or not. I'm still debating it. In my head, I'm like, I mean, I could call him and tell him, hey, it's just not going to work today. I might do that. All right. There's so many things I need to be doing. It's just been a hectic week. So I kind of feel like I should turn this into a paperclip. Do you guys feel like that too? Because it could go over any page or even this way. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's make it a hidden paperclip. And in fact, we can even hang this off of it. Ooh, I like it. Okay, there we go. That's what we're gonna do. First of all, we need a paperclip. And there they are. I've got a candle burning here. I'm trying not to burn myself. I've got a couple of these paperclip things. Okay, now how do we do this? Well, there's lots of different ways, but today we're going to do it this way. I like the long part on the back because that way it makes it easier to clip. And this side, I mean, what do we need to do? We just need to cover that paper clip because we've already made a whole thing. So let's find a piece of scrap. I'm not opposed to using this. And this might not be the traditional way to make them, but this is the way I'm going to make it today. And I'm just going to cover this. That's what I'm going to do. This is going to go into the pocket right here. And we're going to cover that clip. It's not as obvious. I'm going to leave it hanging out just a little bit because I want to clip the dangly tag on there. And then we're going to press that around it. And then we can put this tag back in. Okay, so there's that side. Now we can cover this side too if we want to. got to do I think we can just go like this. This is going to be too tall. And cover this side up. That won't work. That won't work. It needs to go all the way to the top because it's gonna glue to this part and then it won't clip all the way on. So I need to do that over. Let's rethink that for a second. Can we use this? So this paper needs to go all the way up here to the edge of that paper, but we're not gluing this paper to this paper. We're just gluing this paper to this paper. So we need to go like this. So it needs to be half and half, okay? And then we can glue this to this. When we stick it over the paper clip, we're not gluing it to the back paper, we're just gluing it around the paper clip. So when we slide that over the page, the paper clip is not going to show, it's going to go in between these pieces. Let me hold this down for just a minute and I'll show you. It's kind of nice to use up some of these scraps. Okay, so when it goes onto the book, it'll go right in between. See that? Yay. Now we could potentially, and probably should, put something else over this part because that's ugly. So maybe we could put something like this here. This one, because I'm thinking it's going to go on the side of the book this way, so that the dangle can hang off of it. This won't work because it'll be faced the wrong direction. So let's use something that's non-directional. Maybe something, this one might be a better choice. And I think I'd like to make it the same width. Ooh, we could even, I can hear Pierce downstairs. I'll just cut it. Like that, and glue this on here. We could even round these corners maybe. And ink them. And then we'll just glue it onto here. Okay. There we go. We'll just glue that down. Can't wait to bring my birdies upstairs so that you guys can hear them again. All right, so this one is going to go in here. I'm thinking actually I should probably use a jump ring, and I have my jump rings right here, which works out great. Now I don't have my tools with me though, so let's see if I can just do this. I'm going to grab my tool, it's easier. And it's one step away right there. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. I'm hoping. Although if I use a bulb pen, it definitely would be. So, oh, there she is. Now she's going to talk to us. What is it? And bulb pens actually have a sewing beam, don't they? Now, one thing we could also do is use some Hishi beads on there. I think we have some that would be really pretty. Do you think so? I think we've got some fall colored ones. We could put some Hishis on there. I don't use these often enough either, do I? Some of those colors, that's pretty. Maybe an orange. And let's put another green on there. Darker green. We can put this on there. And then we can clip it on here. And check that out. All right, so what are we going to do with this? Let me show you. Let me show you. That's a great question. Very great question. Okay, this side, and then we're going to get out our book. And where should we put it? Should we put it on this day? We could totally put it on this day, although it would cover her up. I don't want to put it on her. We're going to put it somewhere else. Let's put it, no, I don't want to put it over the bag. Well, we could put it over the bag because it would seal that bag up. So whatever we put in there will be sealed inside. And we're going to just flip this around so it lays a little more comfortably. And then we could even put, you know, something in there like that. Or this needs to go on somewhere. Did we figure out where? Not really, huh? Maybe we'll just sew it right there, or glue it right there. I was gonna make it a pocket. I'm gonna just own it, you guys. I'm committing. I am committing to it. We have all these things we got to get in here. All right, so this will go here. And it will be a pocket for another tag that we can make. Okay, and this is a little sewing kit, an old sewing kit that's just belly banded in there. So that'll be fun. All right, so that's what it do. And I could put more beads and things on there, and I'll probably put some more clips and things in there so that it'll have lots of fun things. So we did it, you guys. We did stencil, we did Stampin' Color, die cut, page extension, poem, and shabby chic. We did it all for the week, and we are all good. So I'm gonna put some more. I want to put more tags and things in there. There's lots more that I have that I want to put in there. So anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check out all of the other creators. The question for today, because I forgot last time and everybody gets freebie for last week, the question for today is, which part of this was your favorite today? Which part? Let me know in the comments below to be entered into the drawing for the journal at the end of this series. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.